What's up, guys, and welcome back to my winter car. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. It's been a few days since our second attempt at the rally, so 2 in-game weeks have flown by. I say that very sarcastically. Oh, it's snowing. That's nice. But it is now Saturday, so it's time for us to try it all over again. Now, really just out of fear, I've decided to replace our clutch disc, and I've swapped it out for just one of the many that we have in our scrap heap out there. There's no way for me to know if the one that I've swapped in is in any better condition than the one that we took out. There's also no way for me to know if the one that I took out, this one here, was in rough shape to begin with. But just because we've switched to using a controller and we've gone away from using the auto clutch feature with keyboard and mouse, I feel like I've probably dumped the clutch enough to justify a quick replacement. I've also replaced all 4 of our spark plugs, so we've got 4 brand spanking new ones of those in the engine already. I did a quick oil change, so we've got fresh oil, of course, and a brand spanking new oil filter. And then I decided to replace the fan belt as well, but like with everything else, there's no way for me to know what condition anything is in. But the rest of the engine seems to be holding strong still. All of this stuff was stuff that I could just purchase quickly and easily over at Psk, so I decided to go ahead and do that. But I feel like that's probably enough yapping for today. Hopefully our battery still has some charge to it. I guess we're gonna see. Okay. That's a great sign. Let's head on over to the Park Firm area and we'll get signed up again. Okay, I really hope this snow stops falling. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I hope it stops falling, like, before we have to do our first stage, because our visibility isn't great at the moment. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know, it's been so long. Uh-oh, I just saw the battery light come on there for a second. That's not great. Okay. I don't do the one time that I didn't bring the tool set. I was gonna get signed up. I guess we still can, and I can just drive the vehicle back to our house and we can replace a battery really fast. As long as we don't shut the thing off, we should be okay. Rally registration. See, now it says 3 out of 10. But we're still good everywhere. Thank you so much, Fleetari. I'll take my little packet and we'll be on our way. So, we're gonna go to Psk really quick to grab a new... That was scary. We're gonna go to Psk really quick to grab a new battery, and then we'll book it back home and try to get it... Oh, I should probably check. Try to get it replaced before 5 p.m. again. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of time. What I was starting to say, though, is I'm surprised that so much time has passed and we still haven't gotten any sort of notice in the mail that we need to get the vehicle re-inspected, because I know that's coming at some point. I thought for sure it would have happened already. Again, I'm gonna have to just leave this thing on for a minute. But when that does happen, it's gonna be really unfortunate. We're gonna have to take the thing to Fleetari's. I'm doing a lot of yapping. I'm gonna try to cut down on the fluff this time, and we'll just stick to the rally after I finish saying this. We're gonna have to take that thing to Fleetari's though, have him cut the cage out, and then we'll have to take it back to our parents' shop or parents' garage, swap everything back over to factory, all the exhaust, I mean, pretty much everything that we've done to it, carburetor, you name it. And then we'll have to get it inspected, and after we get it inspected, we're gonna have to take it back to Fleetari, have him reinstall a roll cage, take it back to our parents' garage, reinstall all of the stuff that we took off of it. It's gonna be a whole thing, so I feel like we're close to that happening, which means we've really got to finish this rally today. I do not want to go through all of this a 4th time. That doesn't sound like fun to me. All right, I'm gonna try to make this quick. We'll get this battery swapped out. Hopefully that fixes our issue. But then after that, we'll head back to the apartment and just kind of wait around for a little while until it's time for us to try out that first stage. I don't really have enough time to take a nap since it's already 3 p.m. and we have to do that stage at 5 p.m. But our fatigue is really, really high. So I think I'm gonna just take the Revette over to Psk, and we'll get some energy drinks. I'd get coffee, but our coffee pot and coffee mug are at our parents' house, and you know, we don't have enough time to head back that direction. I bought 4 of these things, so hopefully they do good stuff for us. I guess we'll see. Oh, right. We've drank one before, and it didn't really do that much. Ain't nothing changed. It still doesn't do that much, unfortunately. Hopefully, though, it'll just be enough to where we don't fall asleep or start falling asleep at the wheel for these first and second stages. It should be fine. I'm also gonna pee out here. I love how just a minute ago I said, I'm gonna try to keep the fluff down to a minimum and we'll just focus on the rally, but here we are about 45 minutes into this recording and I feel like I haven't stopped yapping. This is it though. This is the last thing that I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna lock in and we're gonna go do some racing. All right? I forgot that there was a turn there. I was thinking that it was straight up and over. Yeah, that wasn't a good first attempt. Thankfully, though, I did save out front of Quavo's shop, and I bought a few cups of coffee from him as well. So hopefully that'll give us a little bit more time. But yeah, we're gonna have to try that again. Unfortunately, the only downside with saving before the first stage is every time I restart, I have to scrape all of the ice off of every single window, and then I can't even get into the car yet. I have to basically just wait here until right about now, honestly. Otherwise, if I open the door too soon, it seems like there's something with the internal temperature of the car where if I hop in too soon, it like lets too much outside cold air in or something, and then the windows end up fogging over. But as you can see, it hasn't happened, which is good. Oh, that was way too wide. We're still going there. We're still going there. We're fine. We're fine. Honestly, I felt fast everywhere else. My goal is to get like 6 minutes on the nose. If not, oh, there's a train. It's pretty far away. If not less than 6 minutes. Nope. Nope. I just freaking threw it all away, I think. I'm gonna try to finish it out and we'll see how we do, but I don't feel good about this now. Especially not now. Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, wow, it's gonna be a long day.
miehesi sun. Kun mä suhun tarradun, niin mä sylisi vaivun ja siihen unohdun. Mä sinun rakastuin, sun vuoksi mä voin. Kun jää tähdet parastaa, aurinko kunnan seisattaa ja viereen suinahtaa. Olet tyttöni mun, mä olen miehesi sun. Kun mä suhun tarradun, niin mä sylisi vaivun ja siihen unohdun.
The first turn? The first turn! Incredible! How am I getting worse? How am I getting worse? Yeah, you know what? That was sloppy anyways. So I'm not even mad. Not even mad about it. What? What? And I've just killed somebody. I was so close to the end. I don't think the yellow signs are the end. Yeah, they're not. That was looking like it was gonna be our best time, and I threw it all away with a last-minute downshift. Cool, cool. No, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Okay. I've been at this for 2.5 hours. I will give it one more shot, and then I need a break. I just need to take a break. That's it. That's it. It's over. I'm taking a break.
3 hours later.
All right. I took a little break to have some lunch because I figured, you know, maybe I'm just hangry. Turns out that wasn't the case. I have been at this for 2 additional hours since the initial 2.5 hours, and I still can't make it past this first stage of the rally. This has to be my last attempt, and if I fail, we'll just pick this up again tomorrow, dude. I gotta be done for the day. That's it. I'm done.
The next day. One eternity later.
All right, I have been at this literally all day long, and I still can't make it past the first stage of this rally. At this point, it is very clearly driver error, right? There has been 0 changes made to the Revette. Granted, some of the parts on it could be deteriorating, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. And this has been my workaround in order to make it to the line in time. I have my pinky on E to kind of lean my body over so we can at least see a little bit. I'm gonna park up right here. And yeah, I'm still using controller to drive, so I still have to do that. That's why I'm using a pinky. And then I just have to sit here for a few minutes and rev it up until the fogginess goes away completely. And I have to do this every single time that I restart. I'm having a bad time. I'm having a really bad time. If, I mean, it's about that time of the day. If I don't end up passing it on this attempt, I'm just gonna pick it up again tomorrow, because I'm losing it. I'm really, really losing it. There have been so many attempts that I'm not even gonna bother showing you guys because I don't want the edit to take me 5 years to get through. I mean, you're not missing much. It's just more of me spinning out or completely rolling the car over. But here we go. This is the one. Oh, this is cutting it close! Oh my goodness! almost took out a spectator. Okay. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. We're fine. We're fine. I don't even care if I spun out. Okay, we're back on the road. 5 minutes, 32 seconds. That's good. That is really, really good. Now, I just can't blow it on the second stage. What was our 2 minutes, 43 seconds? And we're fogged up again. Oh no. Oh no, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. We're fine. We're fine. He's pushing us a little bit. Sounds like there's another right behind us somehow. Thanks for the love tap, boys. Appreciate that. I guess I'm just gonna have to drive there like this because we're kind of pushing it for time. As soon as we pull up to the line, our windshield is magically clear again. Isn't that something? Part of me feels like the windshield fog is coded like into the game where it's going to inconvenience you at the most inconvenient times. Like it seems very much intentional, but what do I know, right? I'm just a guy. So we've got about 30 minutes in game to kill before we can tackle this one. I do wish there was like a save spot somewhere in between the end of the first stage, the one we just completed, and the start of this one. And maybe there is and I just don't know it. Well, yeah, I guess there is, isn't there? Because the outhouse porta potty thing at the landfill, it's kind of out of the way, I guess, but I can't blow it here. Our time to beat was 2 minutes 43 seconds. If we could just do like 2 minutes flat, I would be really, really happy with that. Okay, I think we just crossed the finish line. I'm pretty sure. I was being really, really careful not to lock up the brakes, not to spin the tires really at all. I was being super, super gentle on the throttle. Again, time to beat was 2 minutes and 40 some odd seconds. I honestly can't remember, even though we literally just looked at it. So let's just stop here, rip the e-brake, and oh, I guess we don't even need to unbuckle. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay, you're gonna think I'm actually an insane person, if you didn't already think that about me. But I'm gonna drive this to the park firm area, and I'm going to save again. Because now, for sure, 5 minutes and 30, I could have said 5.5 minutes. My brain's kind of fried. But we've got 5.5 minutes for the first one. We'll say 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the second one. All we have to do is get like sub 5 minutes on the third stage. Wait, is my math right? Even if we just got 5 minutes on the nose, I think we'd be okay. I very clearly need to be done for the day though, so yes, I am going to save, and we'll pick this up tomorrow morning, and hopefully we'll do good. A little bit of a late start this morning. Had to do some stuff around the house real quick, so I got to take lunch in about an hour, and this is the first thing that we have to deal with today, so that's cool. I was wearing my seatbelt and going the speed limit. I'm also not drunk.
Kyllähän se näistä veristämistä silmistä ja paskaa, josta arvasin, että tästä tulee minulle onnenpäivä. Olkaa
Speeding!
tervetuloa uudestaan.
Where? I'm not paying this. I'm not paying this. We're restarting. Like I was saying though, a little bit of a late start to the day, but I figured we could at the very least get a couple of practice laps in before I have to dip out of here for my lunch break. Thankfully, this time around, there weren't any cops sitting there waiting for us. I also noticed as we passed the parking lot, there's like a cop car sitting there now, and a van and a couple of other random cars, like a couple of the other cars that we see driving around here on this main strip. So something happened. There was some sort of an update. I'll have to look into the changelog a little while later on. We'll see what's new. We're pulling up to the line nearly an hour before we're supposed to start, so I'm just gonna chill back here to make room for the other racers, and we'll try this out, see how it goes. We're shooting for sub 6 minutes. Ideally, 5.5 minutes would be cool. Here we go. Practice lap number 1. And this is exactly why we practice. Holy crap. We're back for practice lap number 2. Getting over here, I realize I cut this part out every time because I just don't really feel like it's necessary to show, but I do wake up in the apartment. I have to walk to the park firm area. I have to scrape the windows and windshield. I don't ever worry about doing the rear because I'm not looking behind me, you know what I'm saying? But then I have to wait for the interior, like, frost, I guess, to dissipate just by running the blower. And then we have to drive all the way over here and sit here and wait until it's actually our time to run, which it is now time to run. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just the best? Here we go. I'm just gonna get back on track so I can try to link everything together. I don't feel good about it because obviously I kind of spun out and we killed a lot of time from that, but my downshifts I feel like have been better. I've really been trying to make sure that I'm like rev matching before I just dump the clutch, you know, because that tends to kind of ruin things. Oh my goodness. I think we might have just did some just then. Hang on. I don't have the little yellow booklet anymore. I guess that just disappears now. How did we do? Third place. Third place is good. I really wanted first though. If we could shave literally just 12 seconds, if we could shave 12 seconds off of that time. I wish I knew like what our time was just then, but again, that little booklet is gone. Third place is cool. First place would be a lot better. So I am going to restart, but let's see, prize money, $1,000. That's not nothing. Some of you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna restart. I need to get that first place position. I want to test something really quick. So I wake up at the apartment at 10 a.m. I run over here as fast as I possibly can, start the vehicle, and turn the blower on without actually opening the door. And now that it's been warming up for at least 45 minutes, I'm gonna hop in as quick as I can, take a seat as quick as I can, still trying to align myself with the steering wheel properly. And now, if we peel out of here, I'm hoping that the windshield won't fog over. Perfect. All right. Let's go do it again. So much for practice laps, huh? I guess we're just going for full poles. Might as well. Okay, that tree low-key really helped me. All right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, I got one more in me before I have to stop for lunch. Fleetari, don't give me that look. Do not give me that look right now, okay? I didn't go through all of this trouble to end up at the bottom of the dang leaderboard. All right, yeah, I could have taken a third place trophy home and maybe our parents would have been proud of us, but we're what you call a winner. I always know I'm in too deep on a series when I start communicating directly with the NPCs. Could be worse though, right? I could be out on the streets smoking. Okay, almost looped it out at the finish there, but we didn't. Felt okay. Felt a little slow maybe at the start, and I definitely had my fair share of little like bobbles over a couple of sections there, but let's see if we've bested our previous third place finish. There is a trophy. It looks like gold. It looks like gold, ladies and gents. I don't want to speak too soon though. Right? We don't know until we look at the sheet. Holy cow. I'm like my hands are trembling, dude. That was very, very nerve-wracking. Here it is. The results. Top of the dang podium with an almost 14 minutes flat. Peep the name, Barry McCockiner. It's quite the name. It is quite the name. But there it is. Our first place finish in the Junior Cup. That was really difficult. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, so I can't even imagine how much more difficult the Amateur Cup is going to be. However, at least we're going to be able to change up our wheel selection. Now, next week is the ice race. So I really would like to see if we're able to get the ice race like netting installed so we can compete in that next weekend. That's the plan anyways. I am so incredibly stoked. Hang on, we've got somebody else coming through the finish. Rat meow. I'm pretty sure, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure our competitors' cars are all-wheel drive. Meanwhile, we have to deal with this. Oh, wow. Okay, one of those jumps was a little big. We have to deal with a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Yeah, it definitely looks like I smacked the rear end pretty good, but I feel great. I feel great, and I'm officially done for the day. I'm gonna take this trophy back to our parents' house, park this thing in the garage over there, and I'm out. I'm done for the day just before lunchtime. I'm gonna get this video edited, but we've got 2,500 marks for our first place finish. And on that note, ladies and gents, that is unfortunately where we're gonna have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.